Hi, welcome to another Adalo tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use components. Components are the bedrock of any Adalo app. Without components, you will definitely not be able to use your Adalo app or not be able to design anything with your Adalo app. So Adalo has so many different types of components. Even when you open your Adalo app, probably when you open your Adalo app, the first thing you would see are components. For example, this is a test component, this is a test component, this is a form component. These are all components. And so if you want to use your Adalo app, you really have to make very good use of components. To add a component to your screen, this is what you do. You go click on your plus sign, and when you see here, you have a lot of components. You have the test components, you have the button components, you have the simple list components, you have the app bar, lots of them. And also, if you click on these tabs, you would see they have components inside of it. List have components inside of it. It's just that Adalo group components based on how close they are, based on how you use them. So, for example, these are all list components. So you have different type of list, like your simple list, your card list, your image list, lots of different type of lists. And also, if you click on the buttons, you see you have different type of buttons and different type of components. And Adalo also have the marketplace. If you click here, you can explore numerous components that you can use in your application. Lots of them are free. There are some companies that sell paid components, but I'm pretty sure that you can make very good use of the component that you have here in the marketplace to design majority of the type of application that you find in the marketplace. So this is how you do it. So bring the component to your screen. This is what you do. Simply, okay, let's bring a test component. I'll just hold and drag. So that's what you do. Hold and drag your component right here. And then you'll be able to name the component if you want to. You'll be able to name it. You can generate a name from your database, or you can just name it like so. Say, for example, I could say this is my list of users. This can be my list of users, and I can add a magic test. So what Adalo means by magic test is this is a test that you get automatically from your database. In a different lesson, I'm going to explain this all over again, what a magic test is and how to use it. And also you can add actions. You can add actions to it. So if a user click on this component, what do you want to happen? So if you click on it, you say, you could link it to a different screen, you could create a new user, you could log a user out. So every component have a whole lot, have a whole lot of things you can do with it. We're not going to be exploring that in this lesson. We'll do that in a different lesson entirely. And also you can style your component. If you click on edit style, scroll down, you'll see you can style your component like so. So you can determine if it's going to be faced to the top. So when it says faced to the top, are you going to, if you scroll the app, if your user keeps scrolling the app, it will remain on top. So you could say faced to the bottom. If a user keeps scrolling the app, it will remain at the bottom of it. So you can tell if it's multi-line, if it's copyable. So all these are styles that you can add to your component. And also, you can also use the form component. It's super good. It's one of the most used components in Adalo, the form component. So if I click on it, let's find a form component right here. Click on the form and feed. So all I have to do is to drag it. So just drag it and put it on the screen like so. Like so. Just drag it and put it on the screen like so. So this is going to ask you, when you click on the form, it's going to ask you, this form is a collection of what? So Adalo works with components and collections. Components are tied to collections. So what most of your app will be doing, you'll be collecting information, sending it to your database, which is called collections, and bringing it back. So this is the way Adalo works. Adalo combines components and collections together. So you always find a way for everything you do. Adalo will always find a way to collect output from your collection through your components. So that's why it's asking you, what's this component? So if I say this is a collection of users, it's going to say, oh, what's in that user database? When you're signing up, the user just signed up with two things, which is the email and the password. So as you can see right here, it's telling us, hey, okay, I think what's in that database is the user email and the user password. And what's going to be the expected call to action? It's login. But it is very easy for you to change the call to action and for you to change the login if you want to. So that's basically how Component works in Adalo. If you click on it, you can see all the feeds. Some feeds are visible, some feeds are invincible. We're going to be talking about this in a different class entirely, how to use it. And if you click on it, you'll see the submit button. The fact that Adalo itself is very intuitive, it's one of the major reasons why I love using Adalo to build no-code applications. So if you don't want this to be the login, you can actually specify what it's going to do. So you can specify what it's going to do. You can add another option entirely. So you can say, hey, I'm going to add another option. I'm going to create something. I'm going to create a new screen. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to a website. So just something different. You can delete a user depending on what you want them to do. You could even trigger a notification on your app itself, and you can request permission to do a lot. So that's it. That's how to use components in your application. Go ahead and play with it. You can use several components on your Adalo application. All you have to do is to drag. Click on the plus sign here and just drag. And don't forget also your screens are your components. I'm going to be showing you how to do this in a later video. So that's it. You can contact me always for your no-code application anytime you want to. My Twitter handle is there. Feel free to reach out to me on Twitter and we'll definitely keep talking.